Alright, let's go and get this out of the way. You know, it's a little bit of a 4v4. Gotta help Cubic one. We're almost done. Alright, let's get a little bit of saber throw. Me and him, we got this. Yeah, we can win this with the team. Here we go. Come on, let's get Obi-Wan out of here. Ow, who's shooting me? Yeah, Kid, we got this one. I'll let you handle this one. Time to hide. Yep, don't want none of that. Hey guys, it's me Katsu, and I got another video for you all today, and it's actually another Star Wars Battlefront 2 video, and I know it's been about 4 months since I last did one and stuff there, and I think it did pretty decent and stuff, but judging there by the amount of time that I've actually got on this video there, hopefully it uploads to YouTube, which means more content for you guys, and not only that, but a shout out there to iCubic Ghost for actually, you know, the little intro clip. His little Twitch channel will be in the description below and possibly in the comments, so if you can do me a favor, please go to this channel and give this man a follow. As for another person I'd like to thank here is actually iTyler Ghost. You know, he actually wanted to play Battlefront 2, and he was the one that helped me come up with this, you know, content stuff and 2v2 duels and everything. So, you know, I decided, you know, let's just record a couple of lightsaber duels, because these guys don't seem that bad, you know, they're not that toxic. So I'm just over here standing in the back, and you know, I'm just watching Yoda and Darth Vader fighting each other and stuff. I'm Finn. And I was kind of making a couple of jokes there about how good Tyler was being with, you know, Yoda and stuff, and I told him that it was actually going to be green midget beats up on black crippled man, you know? And it actually kind of had me laughing a little bit and stuff there, because like Tyler, he was like, wow, you actually going to put that? I was like, yeah. So this is on YouTube now. But, you know, on my last video of Battlefront 2, I believe I said that there was nothing more aesthetic pleasing than the graphics on Battlefront 2 because of the fact that it looks so good, you know? I mean, it looks like a great game, you know? And not only that, but let's also talk about the fact that, you know, you can get any type of main Jedi from the movie saga to fight against another one, you know, from all the way from the beginning of the Clone Wars saga all the way to, you know, the Rey Skywalker thing, which is a thing, all the way up to now. You know, you can mix and match, you know, you gotta do something. But yeah, you know, I know this is supposed to be a, you know, a lightsaber you know, duel video and everything, but this also gives me a chance, you know, to like actually talk about Battlefront 2 and its community. So anyone who's, you know, very familiar with the Battlefront 2 community, you can say it gets pretty dang toxic when it comes to like 2v2s or 4v4, you know, matches and stuff, right? With heroes, because people either like to use Palpatine or people with guns. But this gives me a chance to showcase there's that the Battlefront 2 community isn't so bad, unlike this guy right here that's attacking me. You see, when it comes to like 2v2s and, you know, 4v4s, instead of like people with double teaming and stuff, it gives people there a chance, you know, to have a proper challenge of dueling online against people and stuff and actually enjoy the game, you know, actually, you know, embrace it, you know, and I actually got the opportunity to actually get a couple of matches with these guys and, you know, show you myself what I mean by this, you know? Because people will either start double teaming on you, people will start being mean, you know, like they'll either just start being pricks or anything to get the win and go home, you know? But these guys are actually holding themselves up pretty good together and stuff, and I was actually, you know, actually get this video, you know, right there, you know, get something interesting to watch. So, when it comes to lightsaber duels and stuff, I'm gonna be honest. Tyler could most definitely smack me around the map and stuff easily if he wanted to. I'm gonna be honest, the man's great at the game. As for me, you know, I think that I'm a pretty good player, so considering the fact that I think my KD is like a 1.7 and stuff when it comes to fighting, and the fact that Tyler can still slap me is ridiculous. But honestly, it kind of comes down to the fact of how well you use your character and stuff. Like everyone's adapted for it, and for me, my main character that I like to use on Star Wars is actually Anakin Skywalker. I am way better with Anakin than any other, you know, Jedi in the game, you know. And for the Sith, I like to use Dooku. You know, he has his attributes and stuff that I explained in my last video. You can go watch that if you want. But if it comes to Anakin stuff, I'm just way better with him than I would ever be with Obi-Wan Kenobi, even though he has more defense capabilities, you know? Because if I was fighting this guy with Obi-Wan, I would probably lose. I'm not sure. But with me being Anakin, I know for a fact that I can beat this guy. You know, we're kind of even down the middle right now, but he attacked first on me being prepared. And I was able to easily turn the tables, and I'm just taunting him at this point to try me, you know? He's trying, he really is. And on my end, you know, we just saw that Tyler just defeated Darth Maul and stuff there with Luke Skywalker, which is someone else he's really good with, right? So now it's in a 2 versus 1 situation, right? So Tyler, he just wanted to go in and just mess with him. He was going to try to take the kill, right? So Tyler's coming in, and I'm telling you, he is striking down, right? He is ready to go. But I said to Tyler, it's like, don't kill him, let me kill him, okay? And I was like, alright, grandson, come here, right? There's time for that Skywalker tradition there, you know, cutting off your right arm, so come here. And just like that, you know, I got the kill. It was actually pretty funny. You know, it was kind of, it was pretty funny, you know, I enjoyed it. It would be way more funny if I had the game audio. But, you know, on to the next duel and stuff, what I'm going to be using is actually Obi-Wan Kenobi, the guy that I mentioned before. And you're going to see the big difference between me using Anakin and Obi-Wan. Like, they're opposites somewhat. Anakin's more for off-base events, you know, attacks and everything. Obi-Wan, he's definitely a defensive character, especially during raids. He is really good. So here's a little, you know, a little more of a backstory and stuff. So Tyler went with Rey and everything, and she's got a new, you know, update and stuff. You know, she's got her, you know, yellow lightsaber, if you will. Well, around this point there, I was like, you know, just joking around. I was like, Obi-Wan is like, you know, I'm kind of glad that I kind of dodged the bullet there with your, you know, you being my daughter and stuff. You know, like this, you know, Anakin can have you. And she was like, oh yeah, what about this and that? And I told Tyler, and I said, alright, tell you what, I'm going to tell you exactly, like, what your grandfather was like, if you're so-far grandfather. So, at this point, I was going to do a little impersonation. There was like, it seems rough and coarse, I don't like it, right? And it was right around this point that I was about to do the impersonation and stuff, right? But next thing you know, the second I said, here, let me show you, I got blasted in the face. Kind of like this right here. And at this point, I just started yelling out, prick, 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 and Tyler's over here just crying at this point from laughter because of how well the timing was, right? So, using Obi-Wan, I was like, alright, you know what, I'm gonna deal with this person. I'm going to, you know, deal with this person here with a gun, because Obi-Wan's speciality works well with going against a gun, right? So, you know, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna deal with this person quickly and stuff, and then just let the, you know, 1v1 resume, because the guy that shot me is also the same guy that was Kylo Ren that attacked me out of the blue, you know? But this guy right here is way more chill than what people give him credit for, right? And, you know, it wasn't even that bad. I even wanted to test it, because I started running up to him there with my lightsaber on and stuff to see how he reacts. And this is actually, you know, shows that the Battlefront 2 community isn't all that toxic to begin with, you know? It's always like capability of, you know, actually enjoying the game. Like this right here. See, I'm running at him. He's not attacking or anything. So this guy was actually pretty chill, so I'm pretty sure that this guy here is actually very well versed with how, you know, the Battlefront 2 community works, right? And, you know, watching this video and stuff there, I may go back and look at this guy's username, and I might start playing Star Wars with this guy. I mean, he's pretty chill. He's pretty fun, he's cool. And, you know, out there, he knows how, you know, handle himself. He's a good duelist, he knows what he's doing. Well, more or less, it's during the fact, you know, Tyler's kind of bitch smacking him with, you know, Rey and stuff. But he knows what he's doing there. He's very chill. And it'd be pretty cool to play with a guy like this again, you know? He ain't that bad. Because, like, instead of, you know, always, you know, having to constantly fight and stuff, this guy's actually, you know, being very, very chill about it. Now, this part right here coming up was hilarious, right? I was like, alright, you know, we're going to show this guy we're chill, that we don't always have to fight, you know, we're going to drag it out. So, as Obi-Wan there, Obi-Wan has his quotes, right? You know, talking to him. And then, there was this moment where, like, Obi-Wan talks about his defense, right? But the best timing came from this. Like, just give it a second. And Vader's just looking at us like, I was like, what was that for, huh? The guy's pretty chill. And it was that moment right there when the second I said that the best type of defense is a swift and decisive offense. The second the lightsaber came in, the fight was back on there. At least I thought so. They went back to playing defense again. I guess we're just playing around. It was pretty dang funny. So I had to get all this included. So on to the next part. Actually, was another round. Same guy was playing. He had Palpatine of all people. So you can tell this guy was really not into lightsaber dueling, other than with Kylo. So at this point, we run up to the same guy who was Vader, the guy that was very chill, and he was pretty fun. I just love it. I can't express that enough. He makes guys like these make the Battlefront 2 community fun. So around this point, I said that I can handle Mole, and Tyler should go get his senile grandfather out of that cave, go find him. But it turns out at this point we didn't realize that he left the game, making it a 2v1. So instead of ending the fight early, instead we was going to give this guy his money's worth of enjoying the game, So I was at this point there, talking with Tyler and discussing the possibility of actually just having a regular 1v1 with the man. I mean, the man hasn't caused any problems here other than being a good duelist and a decent guy, He hasn't attacked me and stuff, even after I force pushed him, to mess with him. The man was chill. I can never complain about that. So I was like, Tyler, let's go and get this man a couple of 1v1s. And around this point, I was kind of dancing around him, doing the whole winning, while he was running away, right? So the 1v1 is about to start, right? But next thing you know, Mole just starts bolting across the map, right? And he starts heading towards the edge. So at this point, Tyler and me are now begging for Mole to come back so he doesn't kill himself. And I'm like saying, there's nothing out there, you won't survive. And I was actually really prepared to literally force push him back into the area, And around this point, this is where the 1v1s kind of started. At one point at least. So Mole, he was ready to fight, and Tyler was just messing with him, see how he was going to react. He poked him once, and he did again. And this is where it really picked up. He launched Tyler, and I went to go try to catch Tyler at least. And next thing you know, I kid you not, this is where it all happened. This is where the fight began. I told Tyler, I was like, hey, let me fight him 1v1. I gotta insert my dominance. He, Tyler, he's been getting his kills, he's been winning his duels. But I think it was my time there, to do a little bit of a duel. And this is where my skill set really shows that I'm really used to using Anakin instead of Obi-Wan. I love Obi-Wan. I actually love him way more than Anakin did during the movies and stuff there. In fact, fun fact, when I was little and stuff there, the first movie I ever watched there was actually Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. And I kid you not, I thought right there at that moment there is that it wasn't Anakin who was truly the main character, it was actually Obi-Wan, And the thing is that he actually inspired me to get the haircut I originally had today and stuff, That's the results of me, I didn't want to have a haircut like him when I was younger. So, Obi-Wan has had a huge influence in my life, even to this point. So, back to the duel and stuff, Obi-Wan is really made for defense and everything, but Maul seems to be a pretty good counter there with that saber throw of his, because A is just going through my stuff like butter, right? And I really couldn't really get a decisive hit until now. And the next thing you know, Tyler steps in, and he was going to fight him. Well, to stretch things out, I was like, okay, Tyler, you can fight him and stuff. I'm going to go ahead and set this one out so we can go into another round, right? Problem is, though, it's just him. If I died and stuff, it would actually lead to us having to wait there for another person. I mean, this guy, he was pretty chill. I like playing with this guy. He was great. I have no complaints about him. The guy out there is a great duelist. He was pretty chill. And, he actually shows a very good positive side there towards the Battlefront 2 community. And because of the toxicity side, you know, people can't really enjoy Battlefront 2 for what it is. It's a great game, you know, and it's actually a great game that was actually produced by EA. And just like that, they're more run, you know. Now, we got opportunity, you know, to go again. But the thing is, we had to wait until Mole found a partner. And at this point, I believe Tyler was like, you know what, this guy's been pretty chill. He doesn't have a partner, but it'll probably be best if we back out and stuff. You know, give the man the victory he deserves. Because the guy, he handled it like a champion. Guys like these in the Star Wars community, I don't mind losing a match to one of them. As long as they aren't, like, you know, like, truly sweating themselves, like, super hard, I don't mind taking an L, you know? It's mainly people's, like, behavioral actions in this game that, you know, that they can get to a person. And a person either could be a complete, you know, jerk thereby, you know, teaming up with one person, right? Or, you know, they just use ranged weapons and just keep running, right? That is truly annoying there. When you go to Star Wars and stuff, let's be honest, a majority of the people are going to be hopping on the game there for lightsaber duels, and that's what I'm here for. Saber duels, because that's what it is. I mean, look at Darth Maul here. The man looks great. And not only that, but now he also has another costume where he has his robotic legs and stuff. And it's stuff like this, dude. Like, it's like new clothes, items, and stuff there look amazing. Like, you know, it's honestly a shame that Battlefront 2 won't be getting more updates and stuff. But it would have been nice if they did there. Like, you know, they could have probably added in, you know, the 1v1 duels or maybe private games of heroes versus villains. That right there would have been amazing. But unfortunately, they won't be having that. So hopefully, if EA or whatever other company actually works on Battlefront 3, maybe they might incorporate that into the game. And who knows? They may hopefully even bring in characters like Mace Windu or maybe Jedi there from the TV show series, you know? Maybe Asajj Ventress, you know? Other Jedi who are well known there through Rebels, you know? Like maybe Old Man Kenobi, you know, Ben Kenobi, that would be cool. Or, what was his name? Ezra, whatever his name, they're from Rebels and stuff. That would have been great, you know, to see him in the game. Maybe Ahsoka, Anakin's Padawan. That would have been amazing, because she plays a huge role in Star Wars. But yeah, it's just a shame that they won't be doing more updates there. I guess they're due to the whole COVID-19 thing going around. But, you know, this game has been great. You know, I can't really complain about how good it's been. It's a very good game, and I honestly enjoy it. And also, let's talk about the fact that, you know, when looking for a couple of matches and stuff there, you're just praying there to find a decent person to go against. Maybe 4 or 2 people. You know, it depends on what game mode you like to do for duels and everything. But, you know, it was just telling me maybe like to run 2v2s. It's more simple. We don't have to worry about being constantly teamed on there, because 4v4 can get toxic real quick. Just like in the beginning intro, you know, where I may have ditched Cubic and stuff there, you know, with, you know, like 4 heroes chasing him. He was actually begging for my help, and I wish I had the game audio for it, because it was very genuine and stuff. But it was almost like that, where, you know, you realize that 4v4 can get really toxic. So when it comes to Tyler and me, we really prefer 2v2s over 4v4. It just sucks that you can't use the same hero, you know? Now, for this next match and stuff, there's a little bit of a strategy that goes into Battlefront 2 with 2v2 duels, you know, picking heroes, because you can't go back and pick the same choice if you win. You have to pick another person. No fair game, love and war. So, there's this uncommon rule that whenever you go into a Battlefront 2 game and stuff, the one thing you want to do, no matter what, is always have a lightsaber during the later rounds. So the best thing to do is you choose one character on your team to be the one with the lightsaber and let the other one be the one with the gun. And if you win that round, you can go on to both being a Jedi. You know, it's strategy based. It's kind of like a game of chess, if you will. So, you know, I chose Finn, and, you know, Tyler's got Luke. And both of the enemies and stuff there chose, you know, ranged people and stuff, you know? So they had the same idea as I did. and Tyler also. But since we got the lightsaber, we're going to have an advantage, obviously. And not only that, but let's talk about why Battlefront 2 can be so toxic. When it comes to Battlefront 2, there are characters who literally have aimbot that is literally Finn himself. The man has aimbot. If you press LB for one of his abilities and stuff, he locks into the person immediately and shoots every shot and hits on, right? And you don't even have to properly aim. It just happens for a short amount of time. So, it's characters like that that are ridiculously strong. And Finn's just one of them. Let's be honest. So, you know, deciding to, you know, like, deal with this Revo garbage, whatever his name is, this bounty hunter, we got him out of the way. And from this point on, it's like, you know what, we need to go and get him out of the way, go into the next round. So yeah, this is actually a bit of a replay. I'm compiling clips together, and I gotta apologize if, you know, it's kind of being like, how you say, overlapping, because lately Upload Studio has been giving people problems there, you know, for content creators and stuff, say like a person like me. Sometimes you have to go back and press the same clip twice in so they just upload it so you can edit it. And even then, like just now while editing this clip and everything, like this video, Upload Studio quit on me during mid-recording and stuff, and I had to go back again. It has been giving me problems and stuff, and it's actually kind of getting annoying. I don't know why Xbox chose not to have it where you can upload straight to YouTube and stuff, or any other form of video editing format and stuff. It's kind of annoying. And not only that, but my source of videos also come from Mixer and stuff, right? Mainly. That's where I get my content playing with my friends. See, I maybe live stream to YouTube and stuff there, but it'll mainly act just a video, because my laptop's not even really made for gaming and stuff there, so the bit rate's going to be hard to use. So maybe one day when I get a gaming laptop one day, then yeah, I can make better videos. But until then, it's going to be something like this, you know? But my one reliable source of Upload Studio, the one I can trust, even though it may take a bit, is now giving me problems too, so it's kind of annoying. But speaking of Mixer and stuff, it kind of bummed me out the other day that I learned that Mixer actually went bankrupt, I think, and will be shutting down. And will be turning into Facebook Gaming. Yeah, that's not going to work with me. So what I'm going to do is I'm also going to be including my Twitch in my description and stuff for my channel, and I need you guys to do me a favor, like a little favor, and actually follow me on Twitch. You know, it doesn't cost you money, just follow. I ain't asking for subscribe, just follow. You know, I like to interact with people out there who like to take time and watch my videos. It means a lot. So I'm just letting you know that I will be live streaming on Twitch instead of Mixer from now on, because this coming up July, I believe, this will be the yet for Mixer. Well, you know, that's enough of, you know, sad things. This community of guys right here, these two, are very particular of being toxic in a way. I said earlier that double teaming is annoying, right? And it can be. It can be very, very annoying. I don't think these are the same guys. They might be, but we'll see throughout later out the clip. Right now, they're not that bad, because now it's a 1v1 there with, you know, Darth Vader. And I think that's Mole. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's Mole. And I'm Rey, and Tyler's, you know, Yoda. We got one winner on our belt, and so no matter what, we're always going to have a lightsaber on our side to win. And honestly, it's kind of cool that, you know, Rey has a, you know, a new lightsaber and stuff, you know? It kind of helps her, you know, stand out as a character, right? Which is good. But if I'm gonna be honest here, Rey's not really made for combat. Like, she's all made there about striking. She has really no force abilities other than, you know, misstepping people, you know, basically. She's very handicapped in that apartment. But when it comes to it, I'm gonna be honest. I'm surprised I did this good against Darth Vader, because he is a tank. Which means I just won my own 1v1 match. So now, since I got my turn of having that 1v1, it is going to be Darth Maul versus Yoda, which is going to be honestly a great match. You know, I actually enjoyed watching these there, you know. And right now, so far, it's been positive reviews throughout this video. There are what the Battlefront 2 community is like. And it isn't focused on negative aspects, though, even though it can be annoying. So, now we got Darth Maul and Yoda, people who are very similar in attacks, you know, except that Yoda's blocking capabilities are very limited when compared to saber attacks, so he has to be quick. But the thing is, apparently Maul from the show and the movies actually has a fighting style very much like Yoda's, you know, so it's very fast paced, you know? You have to be on your toes. So, you know, it was actually pretty cool there watching Yoda actually step in and, you know, man scrap Darth Maul, because I'm gonna be honest, it's actually, you know, Tyler we're talking about here. The guy, he would beat the living crap out of me. I'm pretty sure that he could probably make mincemeat out of me even though I was Anakin. The dude's ridiculous. He said right there that when it comes to dueling stuff, he said, I'm pretty much a master when it comes to dueling. But if I had to put Tyler on a scale and stuff, he is a grandmaster at dueling. So, for the final round, or at least on our end, Tyler and me are actually going with our mains. You know, Tyler's going in with his Obi-Wan, and I'm going with my Anakin. You know, a dynamic duo. And so now we're going against Maul and Vader. So this is where I think it got really, really interesting. Because, once again, they're not that bad. You know, I enjoyed it. So it's actually kind of cool once again there about how the, you know, the fantasy lives up to, you know, like seeing Anakin versus Vader, which is just really cool because they actually include the audio. So deciding who we're going to 1v1 against here is going to be Obi-Wan versus Maul, which is a classic. But hopefully it could have been Anakin versus Vader in a 1v1 there. It would have been great. And we wasn't deciding on who would 1v1 first, so we decided about who would. Darth Maul decided to hop up here with me and stuff to watch the 1v1 with Obi-Wan and Darth Maul, which is actually pretty cool. You know, like I said, you know, it's pretty nice there to be able to sit back and watch a decent lightsaber duel of actually having a challenge instead of it being like too easy or anything. It's a great duel. It's very entertaining. You know, it keeps you on your feet. It makes you want to win. Like the person who's on your team, you know? It's for a game. In a way, I'm gonna be honest. When it comes to dueling games and stuff, Star Wars Battlefront 2 is very much like For Honor. For Honor also has this honor system doing like just 1v1 duels if one teammate goes down. And it kind of works here. And at this point there, you know, Tyler's skill with Obi-Wan was ridiculous. So he stepped up and he was ready to go. So now it was Maul versus me, you know? The guy right there who can use force abilities versus a guy who is very quick on speed and can throw a saber. And this is where it really started kicking me. You know? So I was like, alright, let's play Maul. So I was coming at him, you know, I was using Anakin there with some very strong attacks. So the guy, he's able to do it. Now, just give it a second. I yank him in. Like, Anakin's abilities are ridiculous. I almost killed Maul there with a simple 3-point combo. Just like that, I killed him. That's how strong Anakin is, and that's why he's one of my favorites. Not because of the fact he's overpowered. Well, never mind, I didn't kill him, I just leveled up. My bad, my mistake. But when it comes to Anakin, not because of the fact that he's overpowered, but, you know, when I use Anakin, his style of gameplay, it just really calls out to me there, like how Obi-Wan calls out to Tyler. Now, just like that, I defeated Maul. But, yeah, other than that there, you know, this was a little bit, a couple of Star Wars duels there, you know, show that Star Wars Battlefront isn't so bad. So if you can, I'm going to need you guys to do me a favor to be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will talk to you all later. Oh, and also be sure to follow Cubic on Twitch. And mine.
The strongest defense is a swift and decisive offense.